Good morning, students. So, dear students, it's the second video lecture of this chapter, and chapter number is 10, and the name of this chapter is Verbs Modals. So, in the last video lecture, we studied the half part of this chapter, and the rest of part we are going to study now. So, for this, you are advised to open the page number 80, and let's understand the chapter.
F point possibility may, might, could. May suggest a good possibility. Don't worry, your purse may be in your bag. Might suggests a weak possibility and could a still weaker possibility. Could also express a very weak possibility in the future. Look at the use of the could in these sentences. I am glad she could come yesterday. Here, ability in the past. She could come tomorrow. A very weak possibility in the future. Possibility may a good possibility. Might a weak possibility. Could a very weak possibility. So, dear students, here we have to understand when we have to suggest the possibility. Possibility means sambhavna. When we need to express the sambhavna means possibility. So, in that case, we can use three modal helping verbs. First is may, second is might, and third is could. So may, might, and could we can use. When our possibility is high, then we need to use may. When our possibility is low, then we need to use might. When our possibility is very low, in that condition we need to use could, right? So on the behalf of this understanding, you need to fill the exercise number 3. Come on the G point. Suggestion, advice, duty, obligation, should or to. For suggestion, advice, and for the duty, we need to use should or ought to. Should is used to express suggestions or advice. Should we start packing the luggage? And we are giving here suggestion, that's why we have used here should. Next sentence, we should include another fast in the team. Suggestion we are giving, then in this case also we need to use should here. You should try to reduce your weight, but here we are giving the advice, but the advice and the suggestion, we should use the should modal helping verb, right? O2 is a little stronger than should. It suggests that something is the right thing. It also conveys a sense of duty. So here we have to understand when we need to say that something is right to do, and that is our duty. So in that case, instead of should, we can use ought to. For example, you ought to take care of your old parents. Means like we are giving the advice, but that is the moral duty, and we can understand for the moral duty, we should use ought to. Next example, you aren't keeping fit. You ought to go for the morning walk every day. That's the right thing to do. So for the moral duty and for something which is right to do, and for this we should use ought to, right? Suggestion, advice, duty. Should general suggestion or to moral duty to do something, it is right to do something. सो डियर स्टूडेंट्स, हमें यहाँ पे समझना है कि जहाँ हमें शुड यूज करना है, यानी कि जब हमें शुड यूज करना होता है वो हम जनरल सजेशन के लिए यूज करते हैं. ऐसे सजेशन जो जनरली ठीक हो उनके लिए हमें करना है, परंतु ओट टू उन बातों के लिए यूज करना है जो हमारी मोरल ड्यूटी हो, राइट? Now let's next point, H point, promise, will and shall. Will and shall are used to suggest promise. Normally we use shall with only first person subjects and will with all persons. But if a promise is to be suggested, we use will with the first person subjects and shall with other subjects. तो हमें यहाँ पे ये समझना है कि हम फर्स्ट पर्सन के साथ हम शैल यूज करते हैं, बाकी सभी के साथ हम विल यूज करते हैं. फिर अगर हमें हमें ये समझना है कि हम प्रोमिस करते हो तो हम फर्स्ट पर्सन के साथ भी विल यूज कर सकते हैं, और उसके अलावा जो पर्सन होते हैं सेकंड और थर्ड पर्सन, उनके साथ भी हम शैल यूज कर सकते हैं. जैसे कि वी विल अटेंड योर ब्रदर्स मैरिज. इट इज अ प्रोमिस. वी आर गिविंग द प्रोमिस. You shall get a new bat on your birthday. It is my promise, means like we are committing the promise. Don't worry, I will keep writing to you. It is also promise. They shall get all the concessions given to others. I promise that they will. So here we have to understand, students, when we need promise, so we can change, like with the first person we can use will, and with the second and third person we can use shall also. So generally we use shall with the first person, and with the rest of persons we use will. Since it is now common to use will with all the subjects, the force of promise in will has almost disappeared. We will now say, "Will certainly attend your brother's marriage. We promise to attend your brother's marriage." So here we have to understand. So instead of shall, we can use will. There is a no need to use shall. Generally, we use will with the all type of subjects. Right? Come on, the I point. Request would, wouldn't, can, could. So here we have to understand when we have to make request. So in that case we can use would, can, and could. For examples, will you leave me alone please? I am requesting. Could you buy me some woolens please? I am here. I'm also requesting. Would you switch on the fan? Polite request. Can I have some tea? It's also request. Won't you have something to eat? It's also request. So when we have to request, in that case we can use would, can, could, or will. There is not much difference in these forms, and we can use any of them. So request, will, want, would, could can be used to make request. Can, informal, would and could are more polite than will and can. Could, it is uncertain that is request will be accepted. Right. So on the behalf of this understanding, try to do exercise number 4. Come on, the J point. Necessity, compulsion, must, have to, had to, have, got to, will have to. तो नेसेसिटी यानी कि जरूरत और कंपल्शन यानी कि मजबूरी है। जब हमें कंपल्शन और नेसेसिटी को शो करना हो तो वहां पे मस्ट, हैव टू, हैड टू या फिर हैव, गोट टू, विल हैव टू को हम यूज कर सकते हैं। कैसे? जैसे कि आई एम गेटिंग लेट, आई मस्ट टेक अ कैब। नेसेसिटी, देखो यहाँ पे नेसेसिटी की बात है, जरूरत की बात है कि मुझे देर हो रही है उसे, इसलिए मुझे कैब लेनी चाहिए। सो वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द नेसेसिटी, दैट्स व्हाई वी हैव यूज्ड हियर मस्ट। You must pay the dues on time. Necessity and compulsion, both the things are there. There is a necessity and as well as compulsion. That's why we have used here must. In the army, you have to polish your shoes yourself. Here we want to show the compulsion, so that's why we have used here have to. Since he was not at home, I had to wait for him. Necessity. So here we are talking about the necessity, but that necessity is in the past. That's why we have used here had to. Next sentence, I have got to finish this work by evening. Necessity and compulsion. Right? Both the things are there. We have to use have to, have got to, or have to. Both models we can. Next, I will have to go and get some medicines. Necessity, and we are talking about the future. With the necessity in the future, we need to use will have to. Now, must and have to. Must suggest that a desire of speaker. Have to suggest a external compulsion. You must pay the dues on time. In the army, you have to polish your shoes every day. Sentence 1 means that the speaker wants the dues to be paid on time. Sentence 2 means that the army rules requires everybody to polish their shoes every day. So here we have to understand necessity, compulsion, must. The speaker wants the something is done. Have some external authority rules requires that something is done. हमें यहाँ पे ये समझना है कि जब हमारी कंपल्शन हो, मजबूरी हो, तो उस बात के लिए हम मस्ट और हैव टू यूज कर सकते हैं। जब वो कंपल्शन या मजबूरी हमारी इंटरनल हो, एक्सटर्नल ना हो, तो उसके लिए हम मस्ट यूज करना चाहिए। जब वो कंपल्शन, मजबूरी, नेसेसिटी हमारी एक्सटर्नल हो, बाहरी हो, तो उसके लिए हमें हैव टू यूज करना चाहिए। नेक्स्ट, निडंट सजेस्ट द अब्सेंस ऑफ नेसेसिटी और कंपल्शन। निडंट हम यूज करते हैं जब हमें किसी काम करने की जरूरत ना हो, यानी कि कंपल्शन ना हो, नेसेसिटी ना हो। फॉर एग्जाम्पल्स, ही हैज फुली रिकवर्ड, वो पूरी तरह ठीक हो गया। ही नीडंट गो डॉक्टर नाउ, उसको डॉक्टर के पास जाने की जरूरत नहीं है। आई नीडंट गेट up so early, it's a vaccine time. So यहाँ पे भी हमें जरूरत नहीं की सेंस है, तो इसलिए हमने निडंट यूज किया है। नेक्स्ट, प्रोहिबिशन मस्ट नॉट ought नॉट टू, प्रोहिबिशन यानी कि सख्त मनाही के लिए हमें मस्ट नॉट और ought not यूज करना चाहिए। जैसे कार्स मस्ट नॉट बी पार्क्ड इन फ्रंट ऑफ द गेट, हम किसी को सख्त मनाही दे रहे हैं यानी प्रोहिबिशन कह रहे हैं, प्रोहिबिशन के लिए बोल रहे हैं, तो वहां पे हमें मस्ट नॉट यूज करना चाहिए। या फिर यू ought नॉट टू मेक फन ऑफ द ओल्ड मैन, यहाँ पे हमारी ड्यूटी है, हम यहाँ पे किसी को मना कर रहे हैं कोई काम ना करने के लिए, तो यहाँ पे मस्ट या ought to को हम यूज कर सकते हैं। विश के लिए हम मे यूज करते हैं, मे इज नॉर्मली यूज टू एक्सप्रेस विश, विश के लिए हम मे को यूज करते हैं। जैसे मे यू रियलाइज यूर एम्बिशन, भगवान करे कि तुम्हें अपने एम्बिशन का रियलाइजेशन हो, तुम्हें याद आए और समझ में आए। मे गॉड ब्लेस यू विद पीस एंड कंटेंटमेंट, भगवान तुम्हें आशीर्वाद दे इस चीज का, पीस का और कंटेंटमेंट का, यानी कि शांति का और संतुष्टि का। नेक्स्ट, डेयर, आई डेयर नॉट क्लाइम दैट टोल ट्री, the child dared not complain, dare you challenge him to a fight, no I daren't। So dare को हम यूज करते हैं जब हमें दिखाना हो, जब हमें ये कहना हो कि हिम्मत होना या साहस होना, तो वहां पे उस सेंस के लिए, हिम्मत होने या साहस होने की सेंस के लिए हम डेयर को यूज करते हैं। डेयर एज ए मॉडल मीन्स नॉट टू बी अफ्रेड टू डू समथिंग, डेयर का मीनिंग होता है मॉडल के रूप में किसी काम को करने से ना डरना, यानी कि उसके काम करने में हिम्मत होना। इट इज मोस्टली इन द नेगेटिव सेंटेंसेस एंड इन द क्वेश्चन sentences other expressions replace dare। He dares to do with he likes, not used often, he is not afraid to do what he likes, preferred. When dare is used as a normal verb, negative and questions are formed with do and do, did। I don't dare to climb that tall tree, the child did not dare to complain। Do you dare to challenge him to a fight? No, I don't। So जब हमें इसको नेगेटिव सेंटेंस बनाना हो डेयर के साथ, तो हम डू नॉट, डज नॉट या डिड नॉट लगा के बनाते हैं, जिस तरह यहाँ पे बनाए गए हैं, राइट। Also on the behalf of this understanding, you have to solve exercise number 5, 6 and 7 which are given on the next page।